This is sick. Put this to music. I don't think he stepped out either. That may be the greatest catch I've ever seen.
Alright everybody, welcome to another chapter of Club Breaks. Today we're doing something a little bit new. We're going to do our first return from a submission. This one is from HGA. As you can see, they forgot to put my actual address on it. They only put my road, so I have to go off to UPS offices and check it out. I haven't looked at these. I have opened the box, as in just decluttered it, but I haven't actually looked inside yet, so I'm very excited about this. There shouldn't be any bad scores in here, I hope. Maybe I'm not doing an old jinx on this, but these should all be sort of 9s, and hopefully a couple of 9.5s. One of them I think has a solid chance at 9.5. I don't think there'll be any 10s. Just HG don't seem to give out very many times. Actually checked the checklist for select, and I think they've graded something like 20,000 cars, and there's only 5 10s. So yeah, they're going to be few and far between. But anyway, look, let's go through this here. I'm gonna hopefully they're facing backwards. Okay, they are facing backwards, so that's handy, right? So we're gonna start top down. I'm gonna push them back a little bit so you can still see them up here. We're going to take them out. So, Burrow. This is a silver, I think it's a silver select, if memory serves me right. I'm trying to remember what it is. Okay, so I actually thought this one was a pretty good nick. Sorry, this was an entire testing case, by the way. So there's some half decent cards in here, but it was mostly just to test the service with HGA. So, this one, for what I remember, had not a great centering. So it's definitely not going to be a 10, probably not going to be a 9.5. Some issues on the back, yeah, as you can see it just there, up here. Maybe it's not coming up in camera. Slight issues on the back, but beyond that it was pretty clean. So I think centering is going to take it down. So let's see what we got. Yeah, so we got a 9 in centering. Yeah, there we go, 8.5. Surface actually got 9.5. That's pretty surprising. I would have thought they would have taken something off that for the back, but yeah, so centering clearly took that down. Although it wouldn't make much of a difference if it had gone to 9, because it would still be a 9. But yeah, I'm happy with that. I'll take that. Silver Prism 9 Burrow. Okay, next one. This is the one where I think I've got a chance, right? So this is a Hertz to 99. You see that at the bottom there? So this is a light blue select premier level. Now I thought this was a great nick. I pretty much couldn't see anything wrong with it. Maybe one of the 8, maybe, yeah, so look, under eye, I thought it was a good nick. So look, fingers crossed. I think this is my best bet. Yes, so I got a 9.5. Okay, so the corners got dinged. Where did they take the points off for the corners? Was it? I'm not sure that's coming up on the thing. I can actually see the bottom of it there. Card is gorgeous. I thought it was pretty well centered, slightly off to the right there, as you can see, or maybe just about seeing the eye. So surprising, got 9.5 actually on centering, but I'll take it. Yeah, I don't see the corners. I actually thought the corners were pretty badass, but hey, it was never going to be a 10, so I'll take it. That's a great result. So happy with that one. Okay, Burrow. Which Burrow was this one? This one was the rated rookie. This is the green. Yeah, this is the green Velocity one. Trying to remember this one now. I thought this one had a decent shot at 9.5. It's pretty clean. Might be a surface issue on it, if memory serves me right. But let's have a look. Okay, so nearly 9.5. Two 9.5s on corners and surface. Actually, surface was fine. So it got dinged on centering, which I thought was pretty damn good. Am I missing something there? Like, even to the eye there, I struggle to see any issue with centering there. But well, look, if they're doing it under a scope, maybe slightly favoring the top. But hey, I'll take it. 9 on that card. That's lovely. I do like these cases as well. Actually never took the color splashes. So these are just card splash. So this was team color, I think, because the silver. Yeah, this is card color, and this was card color. So nothing outrageous there. Didn't go for any custom ones. I just think it's too risky. But I'll take that. It's 9.5. This was probably the most expensive one I sent. Well, probably the Hertz actually was the most expensive one. He seems to have gotten value. But this is a Chase Young Mythical Gold. So this is to 10, as you can see in the bottom. Again, thought this one was pretty good nick. Now, looking at it now, I see a little bit of whiting on the corner down there, which I can't remember from the first time I looked at it. So it's a bit disappointing. But yeah. I just think 9.5s are so difficult to get. I'd say it'll be a 9 with maybe two 9.5s on it if I had to guess. Well, it's a 9, but there's no 9.5, so there's nines all around. Okay, so that's interesting. I thought there was yeah, I would have thought centering was pretty perfect on it. I wonder what wonder how that's off. I mean, even if you look at the rookie card and the optic, they're bang on the mark. How do you do centering on that? Anyway, quality card, team colors, stunning. I'm again pretty happy with a 9. You can't really go wrong with 9s, to be honest with you. Like the HGA 9 is a PS9, full stop. HGA 9.5 is a PSA 10. Now that doesn't translate directly to value and pricing at the moment. Although I'm actually watching a lot of things, I can see a lot online, a lot of posts online was showing a lot of comps, which is starting to show them get closer to closer. So I actually think that a lot more collectors are starting to use HGA and see and understand that the value is, well, when it comes to the grading, that, you know, a 9 is a 9, but a 9.5 is closer to 10 is basically an 11 PSA. Like a 10 is flawless. But we'll see. Again, yeah, corner. I could just see whiting on the corner down here. I didn't remember that. I hope it wasn't them who did it, but I don't remember. Back looks pretty decent. With that's max a 9, so I just hope it didn't drop down to an 8.5. But this was a Black Pandora CD Lamb, and it is a 9. Okay, all right. So yeah, corner got a ding for 8.5. That's a pity. Edges, there must have been something wrong with one of the other edges as well. On the front, it looks good. In fairness, I don't see much wrong with the edges there. Maybe a little bit down the left under the right light. But surface 9, edges 9, centering 9.5. So again, gorgeous card. Happy with a 9 on that. Given that corner. Next up, we have Tua. So another Pandora. This time it's the rookies. So let me try and remember this one. I can't remember much. Maybe a surface issue, I think, was the only thing that comes to mind on this. I think there was just a little bit of what's the best way to describe it? Gank. There's a big gank in the laminate that I couldn't get at. I couldn't clean. So I don't think this is going to be a 9.5. I think it'll be, if it's a 9, I'd be happy. I just hope it didn't go any less, but there's not too many to 25, so 9, I'll take that. Yeah, surface, there we go, 8.5. I wonder if you can actually see the gank on it. Can't remember where it was. It's on the left over here. You could just, I'm not sure if you can see it. Yeah, you can kind of get a bit of it there, but that was in the laminate. That's actually not. I'm just looking on the screen. You can't. It's a different one. But anyway, it's in the laminate. Couldn't do anything about it. So yeah, pretty happy with that one as well. In fairness, corners, like it's a good looking card. That's one I'm going to keep as well. Like it's just, I love these Pandora ones. They just catch the light so well. Look at that. It's pretty sick. All right. All right. This is an insert silver. I think selections of Justin Herbert. I actually can't remember anything about this one. again, I hope it's a 9+. I think when you start going to 8.5s, then it's actually almost worth, I think, cracking the card and offloading it raw. But if it's going to be in your PC, it doesn't really matter. I can't remember anything about it. So okay, so 9. So 3 9s and an 8.5 surface issue. Okay, I didn't remember any surface issues on this one. And I can't see anything obvious from looking at it now, which is a bit strange, because something like that would have been like the 201 where you can kind of see it, but yeah, unless there's a print line that I can't see, but I can't see a print line. Okay, it's a 9. I'll take it. It's Justin. Can't really go wrong with that. Bang, we'll take it. Who do we have left? Oh, we have another 2. So this one is the, I can't remember the name of this one. Phenomenal. Is that what it's called? The silver one again. So I can't remember much about this one. I thought it was pretty decent, if memory serves me right. I thought it was in pretty good nick. Nothing obvious was jumping out at me. Just looking at the back now, maybe a little bit on the edges, or maybe one of the corners. But what do we have? Oh, it was 9. So 9 all round. That's a solid 9. That's another nice one. It's come out pretty well. I'll take that 9 all rounds. What do we got? One left, do we? Oh, we do. Okay, Justin Herbert. All right. So this is actually one I traded. I traded for this card just before I sent the submission out. So it's a red and blue reactive. Can't remember who I traded it with. But it looked half decent when I got it, so I said let's throw it out and see what happens. Now I can see that maybe the edges, the edges has a little bit of fluff on it, so that'll probably take it down. So I'm not expecting a high score on this one. If I get a 9, I'll be pretty happy with it. I didn't see anything obvious wrong with it from a surface perspective. The corners look pretty decent, so it might just be like this is a mosaic card, and I always find them so difficult to understand how well centered they are. So I'd say if anything, it's going to be pulled down on centering and possibly edges, but the rest of it looked fine. So we got a 9. There we go. So I got it right. So corners and surface were pretty decent. Yeah, centering was a bit off, and the edges, and I think that's just because I just noticed a little bit of fluff down here. I'm sure that's not the only reason. I'm sure there's probably more there somewhere. But again, lovely card. Picks up the light, really cool. Nice one to have. So yeah, pretty happy with that. So overall, yeah, just make sure there's nothing else in there. Overall, that's a pretty successful run. I'm gonna take that. Definitely gonna take that. I think the definitely the best one though is that Hertz in a 9.5, and that one's to 99. That's going to be a nice little value add there. They're not all going to come on screen, are they? Didn't think that through. Let me do it. I'll do it this way. Bang, 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 bang. If anybody's watched How I Met Your Mother, and our light is kind of destroying us over here. Let's turn that away so we get to LD Seaborough. Well, that's made it way worse. All right, well, let's go back there. You're just going to have to not see Burrow. Trust me, that Burrow's there. So, yeah, overall, done. Happy with that. First submission to HGA, other than the fuck up on the delivery, not that bad. I have to say, really, really like these. I really like these cases. Let me just get an example of some of the other cases, like the BGS and the PSA. So just so you get comparison size wise. So let me put the rest of these away. I'm gonna flex now with my Eli Manning rookie. Even though it's a little bit yellow, but it's fine. So size wise, it's slightly taller. Actually, I just put it like side by side, so they're slightly taller. And on the BGS, much taller. Or maybe it's probably a little bit more accurate. Okay, so they're a little bit taller. Width wise, I think they're pretty. Oh no, they're a little bit wider too. Maybe 3 mil wider than the PSA, and they're pretty much bang on with the Beckett. So yeah, but like out of the three, like I know PSA have a reputation, and I think anybody who has big cards or wants to get them graded will still send them to PSA. I just hate the way that they price. So like their current two available things are $200 and $300. But if you go for one of the cheaper submissions with an expensive card, you have to give them more money for the privilege of getting a more expensive card graded based on their grade, which I just think is ridiculous. Look, I much prefer how these look. Beckett, I suppose, are similar, especially if you get the subgrades. But I just like these. I think if you, yeah, like I used to be a PSA fanboy, but I think over the last year in particular, like I still have 3 submissions out to PSA, through a third provider, and they were all done at the cheaper rates. And I know they didn't expect to happen what happened, but like one submission was in November, and then there was another one in February and another one in March, and like, I'm probably not going to see the one from November until the end of the football season, if I'm lucky, January maybe. The one from February I sent as an express, the third party providers express, so potentially I'll see that back around the same time. That one's actually getting graded at the moment. The other one is still at research and ID, and I think the other one's at research and ID as well. So anyway, look, that's a quick overview of what happened with my first submission. I should have another one back in another couple of weeks. Actually 2 more back, because one I did the slow way and one did the fast way, so they should probably actually come back around the same time. But I'm probably going to make some more submissions as well. I see there's a couple of groups who have become partners. I think Rob's doing something about doing group submissions. I definitely investigate that. And I see the Undrafted. I love those guys. They have some great content, and they're well worth watching and well worth listening to. So they also have an offering which I think is in its infancy too, but definitely worth checking both those guys out. But yeah, it gets my thumbs up, and I'll keep you posted on what happens in the future. But thanks for watching. Bye bye.